Manchester, England has a proud history and has been forefront in many industrial, political and cultural revolutions. Having completed my degrees in Manchester and now living a bus ride from the city centre, I have a great deal of affection for the area. To honour the people of Manchester, I designed a stylish earring and necklace set from oak using the city's bee symbol. Unfortunately, my first attempt did not go to plan. Will I be able to turn it around? Stay tuned to find out. But first, let's understand a little about the inspiration behind this design and what made Manchester the place it is today. In northern England, the city and metropolitan borough of Manchester sits proudly as an economic and cultural powerhouse. Manchester has a long history with evidence of that all around. Manchester began as the Roman fort Mamutium or Mancunium, built to guard a strategic river crossing and control local tribes. After the Romans left, Manchester remained a small market town, centred around agriculture and wool trade. The town grew as a hub for textile production, particularly wool and linen, and played a role in the English Civil War, siding with Parliament. Manchester became the world's first industrial city, driven by cotton spinning, steam power, and canal and railway networks. Its rapid growth earned it the nickname Cottonopolis. Manchester was a centre for political and social movements, including the Peterloo Massacre, 1819, and the rise of labour and suffrage campaigns. The city declined with deindustrialisation, but became influential in culture, music, and sports. Today, Manchester is a vibrant metropolitan centre for finance, education, technology, and the arts, known for its football clubs and cultural heritage. With a city population of just over 500,000 and borough encompassing 2.9 million, Manchester is the third largest in UK and largest in northern England. The Manchester bee, often called the worker bee, is a historic symbol of the city that represents industry, hard work, and the community spirit. The bee became associated with Manchester during the Industrial Revolution, when the city was a hive of textile production and trade. It symbolised the busy, industrious nature of the city and its workers. In 1842, 7 worker bees were incorporated into the Manchester city coat of arms, officially cementing the symbol in the city's identity. The bee is widely seen in street art, architecture, and public spaces. It also became a symbol of unity and resilience, especially after the 2017 Manchester Arena attack, when it was embraced as a sign of civic pride and solidarity. The starting point for this design is taking the standard image and sketching how this can be made, turning to my preferred CAD package to draw up both 30mm high earrings and 60mm high necklace so they can be offered as a set. At this point, I am considering which CNC bits I am using, in this case a 2mm diameter cutter, and amending the design to suit. I angled the components on the sheet to avoid weakness from running the grain one way. This is a sample sheet to test the design. Let's see if this works. Initial impressions are promising. The cutout is nice and clear. Let's get them out and sand it up. That's not great. They snap really easily. Back to the drawing board. So what went wrong? Most of the breakages are around the wings, especially where the wing joins the body. Also, I am concerned the wall thickness at the cutouts are other weak spots. I need to amend the design to strengthen these areas. I am taking the added precaution of not making the wing and body detail full depth. I also felt the original wing width was too much for the earrings, so I am taking the opportunity to fix this at the same time. Finally, I am lining the wing width with the grain. Hopefully this is more successful. This has been quite a journey, but hopefully you will feel it is worth it. Here's the result of all that work. I managed to salvage an original earring and felt this worked as a small pendant. This keeps the original design, but it's difficult to sand, so these are likely to be a very limited run. The earrings are quite different. These are much more sanding friendly. I do like the sharper look to these earrings, as I feel it reinforces the petite nature. Hopefully they retain the spirit of the worker. What do you think? I do have further ideas, so keep a lookout for future designs on here and at our website.